the world, so give it a watch and give it a read, I guess. But this is now the grand final of Gera Cup. The best of 5, $40. And let's go. Happy versus FoCuS, of course. Go.
A player's forces are under attack.
Everything is right. Turtle Rock close position, interestingly. I think. Wait, gonna be right back. My roommate just came back and I still have the door open. So, level 2 on the Blade Master already. We missed a little bit, but it should be fine. Level 2 for the Death Knight as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Claws will be nice for the Lich later. FoCuS so far with the claws and 2 circlets. Is he going for 1 burrow attack? Yeah, he must be, right. This is... actually not sure. Turtle Rock? No, it's not. It's 3 grunts. So slower attack, more pressure, thanks to close position most likely. But it's also good on Turtle Rock, because you can creep so much.
A player's forces are under attack.
And then grunts always help, as well as against fiends. He's parking 1 in the main, which is on purpose, of course. He doesn't want to be interrupted or interfered with the Blade Master and his grunts. Again, a Ring of Regeneration. Once you roam around on the map and you're low and you're running out of heal salves, this item will kick in and help you a lot with regen. So Death Knight level 2.5. Ooh, super close, but he's going for the first hero here, doing some free damage. Level 3 versus level 2.6. This is a major advantage for FoCuS already. Nice block. Another Windwalk. Yes, there is. There's plenty of Windwalk. But Shadow Melt! Actually, this one Cloak of Shadow, this one time it works. But he keeps him stuck, and it's a perfect 4 units around. It takes a lot of time now. Oh, it just turned night. This DK is stuck there forever. Of course, he can TP out whenever he wants. But the Blade Master can basically do whatever he wants here now. If he's lucky with a few crits. But okay, there's the Nerubian Tower. Lich will come in soonish.
A player's forces are under attack.
But that means the progress of the Blade Master is slowed down as well. He gets 1 fiend for it. And off we go. So 1 fiend for free. And the DK is still not level 3. Shadowhunter comes out, Bestiary Lodge, tier 3 tech. This is all buying time for the Korean. And finally a TP out. As he saw, okay, the Blade Master goes back. Will buy a dust. So he bought that dust for free basically, but we will see Burrow most likely anyway. So he needs it. Didn't kill the fiend? Oh, there it is. I'm a little distracted today. So, Shadowhunter creeping time. He's not splitting the Blade Master away from the rest of the army as he knows that the Lich is there. So he can't accomplish too much. Legion Doomhorn. Oh, what an item. What an item. If he gets a TC third, then he has double movement speed aura. Which is always nice.
A player's forces are under attack.
Very early lodge. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. This is a super early lodge for FoCuS's playstyle. Usually we see it like in the latest stages of tier 3. When he has basically everything else, then sometimes we see a lodge. But very early dispel, I like that. As we have the Temple of the Damned already with Curse.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, that purge is so good here now. Slowed down. There's another Windwalk. Has to use the big potion here already. Coil was right there, but dodges it with the Windwalk. And the Shadow Hunter. Easy time for him. Point of mana stealing. Can be nice against the DK. Especially if you harass and you're forced into a few coils before. Warmill coming up now. So this is early Walkers, late Kodos. Late Master, he feels like he doesn't need that damage at the moment. And don't need the Devour as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Second red spot for FoCuS. This is what we always say, that his creep routes and his item sniping ability is so far ahead from a lot of the other orcs. And Happy feels forced to go back. Still no Kodo though.
A player's forces are
I don't know if he got the aura yet. That's level 3 Shadowhunter, also no TC, so FoCuS is playing this a lot different than usual. Wind of Mana stealing number 2. This is 200 mana, right? And the heal scroll and the potion. Stole it from Happy's shop. So we haven't seen too many pushes into the base. Despite close position. Oh, that Pit Lord. He wanted to go for double damage mitigation, but this is... Yeah, well, it is possible now, but... The question remains for how much longer. All of Terror dispelled by that Walker. But the Walker dies in a heartbeat. Thanks to this Destroyer. Nice burrow. But there is Crystal Ball. Uses it. And finishes... Oh, doesn't finish that feat. Nice coil. And Happy seems to be winning this fight. As of now. He kills another Grunt. And yeah, with the magic damage. The Kodo didn't eat. Gets sniped. Lich is so good. Boom. Even a few Headhunters there, but without an upgrade, they don't do shit. FoCuS is losing everything. Except his heroes, but that's about it. It's Blade Master Shadowhunter time, but also not too much mana anymore. Can't really go for Hex as he needs the heal wave. He didn't use his heal scroll the entire fight. One Destroyer dead, second one ensnared. Blade Master is dancing a bit. Invo Potion, so he can do 3 damage now. Really well done. Gets 2 Destroyers out of this strong comeback by FoCuS, and that was the last heal wave though. Another heal scroll can be used, so it's heroes versus heroes. Usually the Orc might be able to win this. Wait, Windwalk saves. Would have loved to see how this fight goes with the TC. But happy with a very strong opening and then overcommitting a bit. Didn't expect that Raider maybe. And he sets down a pocket expansion. What can Happy do against this? I mean, against the army he can do a lot, but against those heroes? It's 4-3 after this. But the loss of the 2 Destroyers, those 10 supply, that really hurt.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Expo up and running. 3rd consumable for the Orc. And we had 2 Winds of Mana stealing already. And a big heal potion, I guess, at some point. But he's also closing in on 5. Not the biggest damage boost that he got. Where does this plus 18 come from? Ah, it's plus 9. I see. And a big mana potion, so he finally got it. A little bit of healing for Happy here as well, but the item is of course long gone. FoCuS ventured out into the outer skirts of that map to steal that one Crystal Ball, but sold it of course afterwards. Good inventories here. Invul, Heal Scroll, and Mana Potion, which means of course more healing in general. They share the red spots now. This is level 5 for the BM. Boots of Kilpalas would be nice. Vamp Aura would be nice. Double Aura. Still waiting for the TC for the third aura, but this is so nice. 2 undead auras working against Happy now. On his side, he got the Flute of Accuracy, which is also really nice. With a +3. But he has to do something against this expansion. He just has. There's almost nothing he can do if FoCuS continues to mine. We have seen crazy turnarounds, but the game for FoCuS is just getting better and better. He has Headhunter upgrade now, level 5 and 4 on his heroes. I mean, the aura is like a free heal scroll in every fight. TC doesn't scale well into the late game, and DK is far away from 5. Lich is far away from 5. And FoCuS realizes this, goes into Happy's main base, but we're gonna see what the Gargantuan has. There's a Town Portal in the DK. Ring of Regen. Okay, for him not that well. Not that nice. Crit for 250 now. But the map is empty. Doesn't even need a speed scroll to escape, as he sent back the majority of his army before. And so another 350 gold gone for Happy. The clock is ticking! 62 versus 58. Of course, he does have tremendous micro. He can do stuff in fights that maybe no one in this world can. Maybe 1-2-0, but that's it then. And we saw the first fight, and we saw how well Happy did before losing the 2 destroyers. He's positioning himself. He does have 1 Kodo Beast, which will be sniped in a bit. Just the level 1 aura. Third aura with the Kodo, of course, now. Pitlord level 3. Nice opening for Happy again. Gets rid of a lot of grunts. But where's the Howl of Terror? We're waiting for it. There's still the spell. And he gets rid of the Kodo. Mash damage drop. No Banshees here, by the way. He built the Temple of the Damned. I don't even know if he finished it. FoCuS down to 48 supply immediately. Dropped from like 63 or something. Going for the Shadow Hunter. There is a heal potion. Needs it. Whoa, that was massive damage coming his way. The Blade Master trying to get rid of the destroyers again. The Wyvern is coming, but it's following the Shadow Hunter. Misrallied by the Korean, and I think Happy again has this, but I said this before. Where's the rubber band? The destroyers are still in the air. Now the Wyvern kicks in, and now the damage is there. There's still 1 Invul Potion. Shadow Hunter might be the main target though, but there's still more Heal Wave. Here's the first one. And again, at the same spot of the map, Happy is losing 2 destroyers against basically nothing. Level 5 on the Shadow Hunter now. Level 3 Heal Wave. Can he save this Raider? Nope. But he's throwing the last End Snare against this Lich. There's no coil at the moment, but an Invul Potion. So if things get too dicey... Oh my god, if there's a big crit now, the Lich might be dead. But he's very unlucky and buys the time for the Invul. 7 seconds. Clock is ticking down. Blade Master still in Windwalk. And once this Invul is over... okay, that's the call. That was really good. 250 critical strike again with that Purge. Getting rid of the Obsidian Statue. And no healing anymore. 53 supply for FoCuS, still fighting a bit in the middle of the map. The Wyvern was a real nice addition to finally get that damage that he needed against the destroyers. Blade Master wasn't enough, as we saw. So he had to focus it up, or follow it up with the Wyvern. Mana Potion, good damage on the Lich again, but no healing, no invul, nothing. Double level 5 heroes on the Oct. It's usually the time where you can't catch up with him anymore. And more Headhunters. Just wants to get rid. And he cancelled the Temple of the Damned, which was built here before. So he's playing with only Pit Lord. But since there's walkers,
forces are under attack.
It's not that efficient. So mana potion here too. FoCuS again with good shop control. 2 invuls. He saw, okay, that focus on the Shadow Hunter was really risky, and if I lose my second hero, it's over. He scouts for expansions. The main gold mine, 2,000 gold left. Sells his ult already. Cutting some corners here. I'm sorry. No damage upgrades. Kodo's still not upgraded, right? Still a 10% damage boost. Not a 25% damage boost. DK close to 5. Can that change something? We saw the struggle that FoCuS had keeping the Shadow Hunter alive. Reinforced defense is also not used at all. So he's skipping on that. 3 raiders, a lot of headhunters, 2 walkers. You don't even know what to focus first, right? In that army. Skeleton sees it. Another wyvern. Happy. He's waiting in his base. Wants to go for 70 food. Does he have the time? FoCuS is controlling this well. Scouting here a bit. Here and there. But yeah, this is the calm before the storm now. Blade Master, is he close to 6? Nah, kind of. Don't know if Windwalk does too much though. But second wyvern will be coming. Here's 500 gold. So much. Could be time for tech upgrades even for headhunters. He doesn't go for it. Happy on the other side, 1-0 plus the flute. Basically 2-0 then. And he's breaking upkeep with abominations, with more fiends. He has 5 of them now. With web. This is gonna be 2 destroyers. And the level 5 lich. Happy's getting ready for one final push. Second expansion. He's okay, gold mine kinda running out. Why not? If he has the gold, why not? 300 gold here, 200 gold here, both out of lumber. And FoCuS is preparing for that fight with a shop. Really nice addition for clarities. Of course, the Shadow Hunter will be positioned next to the shop, and then clarities, or if he needs a heal potion, mana potions. He does have a lot of gold for those items. And Happy wants to break into the main. Maybe he saw that there's no reinforced defenses. But FoCuS catches them before. Nova onto the raiders, he gets rid of them, so to take out the control, so many Troll Berserkers. Those 77 supply versus 60. Howl of Terror is applied, -6 damage on level 2, pretty damn nice. And he takes out the wyvern as well, so he gets rid of the damage, but for how much longer? Level 5 from the DK, finally the Blade Master is closing in on 6, trying to get rid of the destroyers once again. That's when the tide shifted in those fights. Whenever the destroyers were gone, Happy basically had no answer anymore. Invoke Potion used very early on. Nova onto a raider. I don't know if that should land onto the Shadow Hunter. But reveal being used, another coil thrown onto that fiend. That's the second last one. No mana potion on him anymore. He runs away, the Shadow Hunter! My god, that was close. Didn't want to use the invul. He thought the heal wave might be enough, and it was. Lich now in trouble. That was the last coil for quite a long time. And therefore he can't heal the destroyers anymore. He heals against this level 6 on the Blade Master. And it is Blade Storm time. I called for the GG. And the Korean takes the first map after 20 minutes. Quite a cool game with a little downtime at the later stages. But FoCuS played this really interesting. Very differently. Ventured away from the usual Orc vs Undead style completely. I mean, not completely. Still went for tier 3. But walkers, that destroyed Happy's game plan. We saw he wanted to go for Banshees, and maybe then Dark Rangers. So that's an entire different game than playing it with Pit Lord. And yeah, this one fight in the middle where I thought he has it, like Happy has it, wasn't the case at all. Thank you very much, Chriser, for the 38-month resub. Yo, hi. Our first sub, and still our longest reigning sub, together with Nikon. Really, the first day where we got the partnership. You guys supported us, that was really cool. Until this day. So Lalite is coming, and then we start the second map. It's the best of 5, of course. Whoever wins 3 maps is the winner. Or did they change it for today because it's only 40 bucks? But I don't think so. Gera Cup should always be best of 5 finals. Right. Yeah, best of 5. Ooh, thank you, Fire Sailor, for the sub as well. 30 month already, man. I thought you broke your streak somewhere in between, but yeah, the old school is coming out now. He says, hashtag fuck AFD. I do agree, and thank you very much for the support. So, in game we go. FoCuS 1-0, we are on Echo Owls now. Very interesting that Happy chooses Echo Owls, right? Shouldn't this be the other way around? Shouldn't this be FoCuS's map? Maybe he wants to take away from them. But such a great Blade Master map. Such a great map to control something. And we saw FoCuS defending this Farseer Firelord rush with the usage of the marketplace, where he bought claws. 1,300 people tuning in. I like. So, I think this Blade Storm was unnecessary, but he wanted to end it. Did it trigger Happy a bit? I mean, it's a cool move. For the audience, it's nice. So what will he change now? And I mean, with FoCuS not playing the same thing every time, maybe he's confusing Happy a bit. Like, Happy has no idea what's coming now. Will he play Walkers again? Will he go for immediate tier 3 this time?
A player's forces are under attack.
So, cool little spot for the shop. So he goes for the item here, as he always does, then goes down. And most likely just going for the items at every single spot. And protection, this time he's not that lucky. And is it a 1 burrow attack this time on... Oh, it's again a 2 burrow attack. Even on smaller maps like Echo. Points towards more creeping in the early. Or early mid. But this is not the super greedy, I need to get to tier 3 as fast as possible FoCuS anymore.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, being sold, 2 grunts. Yeah, looks like he wants a super beefy Blade Master. Happy catches up, he's not only going for the item, but for the entire experience, this is more important to him. He's not pulling the peon, right? No, that was just there for the shop. Tech is still faster than Happy's. Quite a bit, actually. Only has the gold now. Compare. 1 water, little less. So Frost Armor will come in later, and Hex is there before Frost Armor, which is always nice to see some themes. Again the ring? What's up with FoCuS Lady Luck? Did he gave it all to Laliat before? When he beat Happy on 1 map, but lost the other 2? So Happy does not interrupt this at all. He's creeping himself. So heavily prioritizing level 2 for the Unholy Aura, which is understandable. You can creep this so easy on Echo Owls. It is, you should take care of this. Yeah, nice. Initial experience and no danger of getting that creep stolen. And this is level 3 for him, as Happy follows it up with his natural expansion on its own. Of course, with Undead, this all takes a little more time. Blocks of haste on ice for the Lich. And tier 2, 2/3 done. Happy will not be supply blocked here. Is it boots time? Actually boots time. Man, we haven't seen boots in a long time. And FoCuS, well, did use his time a lot better, obviously, as he is level 3 and his opponent is not. 66 critical strike. So yeah, with boots he can hunt him down and force a few coils. There's still 3 available, but he splits the damage already. Very nice on 2 fiends. Ooh, lightning shield with the speed scroll. He can follow the fiends until eternity. Gets a few shots on his own, but this grunt moves away. But he can't get a kill, so Happy salvaging the situation quite well. And the TC seconds
are under attack.
So FoCuS again mixing it up. I don't know if he can survive without a Shadow Hunter, without Hex. I mean, Stomp is nice and all. And the Aura is nice and all. He's going, wow. Spirit Lodge again. Tier 2 Spirit Lodge TC. Very different build. I haven't seen that much diversity in this matchup from FoCuS in forever. But he will miss Hex, he will miss Heal Wave, and definitely Heal Wave, and that's gonna be a problem. First coil forced only now. So Happy is doing a really good job in facing off this pressure. TC is out. Grunt creeping starts, and no tier 3. Doesn't have the lumber for it. Usually orcs thrive in lumber, but not if you build an expansion. So tier 2 expansion TC. What is this?
A town is under siege.
What does Happy? Happy sniffs out the expansion? Does he sniff out the creep as well? No, it's too late for that. That is not evasion. But there is Lich and DK. Good inventory for the Lich. No Orb of Corruption though, but you don't need it if you just want to tear down the Great Hall. Blade Master comes in though. Can he fight this already? I mean, everything is hurt from the creep. TC is only level 2. This expansion has to be cancelled. And does he stop the attack immediately? Doesn't have the lumber again. What I wanted to say before is that orcs usually have a lot of lumber. That's why they can pull the peons all the time. But if you go for expansion and lodge and beastery, that is so much investment. And second hero, of course. But what can FoCuS do without tier 3? I mean, Happy is long on the way. It's almost finished. Temple of the Damned this time. But there's basically nothing on the battlefield. And against Frost Armor and without Hex, what can you do? FoCuS has to play very, very passive. And he's still trying to get this Expo up for the second time now. Don't know if this works. Dispel upgrade coming. Also very early on. A lot of mana invested into this, and the Blade Master lost a lot of HP, so he can't really do too much. But forces the TP. Lightning Shield, okay, that will work nice. Lightning Shield before the TP was cool. Cool little move. So, tier 3 finished. Orb of Corruption soon. Double improved attack speed plus the claws. And damage mitigation from that Banshee against the Blade Master that is not really that pimped, as he found only rings so far. But yeah, he plays it passive, he plays it slow, and he's still going for the expansion, still level 2. Even a War Mill before tier 3. I don't know if this works in the long run, man. It's interesting, and it's a switch up. And sometimes Happy is very robotic. So I don't know how well he can adjust to it. So far, he's reacting very, very good. And pulling the right strings. But that TP, I don't know if it was necessary, to be honest. Finally a claw. one of those 10 spots. Plus the actually got a second claw from the marketplace already, and sold the
player's forces are under attack.
staff for it. But he needs that damage now. With the appearance of Curse. How long this expo takes, right? And Dark Range. Of course, don't really need double damage mitigation. It's cool. But you want more diversity. And if you can silence the TC, is basically useless. He is level 3 though, so Stomp lasts forever, and maybe he can take out the Banshees real quick. Here's the first silence and Coil Nova. Oh boy, that TC is in trouble. I have to use the potion, does so, the silence is there. Boom, finally. But the TC, oh, Spirit Link. Actually, no destroyers in that army, but nice! Invul! You dodges the coil and another Stomp. Well done, hits that epicenter there. But you see how he needs heal wave. TC dead already. There's no healing in this army anymore. Blade Master really can't go in. There's another Nova. There was another coil, but will the army save this for him? Here's the whoa revealed, and he calls for the GG. That was a weird game by FoCuS, and we have an equalizer here to our hands. 1-1. And yeah, the tier 2 play without Orb, without especially the Shadow Hunter. I don't understand why he went for TC. Go TM, he says. Okay, so another big map after Turtle Rock. And on bigger maps, the walker play does work better. And it's always funny how fast those TCs die. Even level 3, like I can't understand if they die fast at level 1 when they are added at tier 3. Because, I mean, a level 1 hero should die fast to level 4, 3 undead or something. Okay. We'll see what FoCuS has in store for us now, as we are on a very good orc map again. Bottom left happy, upper right FoCuS. He's not in a position to go for a rock golem creep, I guess. I mean, it is possible to do it here, but it's just... it works so much better here. I don't know if he's doing it at all. And from Happy, I don't think we will see a lot of diversity, but we have seen 2 different third heroes. We have seen a Temple of the Damned twice. Once it got cancelled, and the second one he went through with it, even though they were walkers. But it's just very late to get that Dispel upgrade. So that curse really hurt, but I think he can't get rid of the Shadow Hunter for the TC damage and disable. That is just impossible. Especially on a big map like TM where you get 3-3-3 heroes or 4-3-3 super fast. So I think tier 3 is the way to go with the second hero Shadow Hunter, and then later the addition of a TC. But we'll see. Maybe he does play something entirely different. No Farseer though. We have seen a lot of Farseers these days. Especially thanks to Razorman. But also others, with burrow rushes and stuff like that. Of course we will never see that from FoCuS, but...
A player's
you never know in this
walk
walk FC nowadays. PP sold, circle bought, and creeping begins with one. Is it a one burrow attack this time? I haven't seen one yet, right? Yeah, this time it is. So despite the fact that this map is really big and you can creep a lot, still decides to go for one burrow. And that means a lot more aggression from that Blade Master, but he needs more scouting, and I think he's playing it blind right now. So I don't see a peon walking across the map. A little bit of evasion creeping from Happy, not starting in front of his main, but going a little further out.
Players' forces are under
With all those skeletons. Fairly easy. But the Blade Master got the circle and the claw, so he is prepared. Second burrow coming, and more grunts of course with that. And as it always is the case, the DK is slower thanks to the less damage. Not a single fiend yet. He has supply stuck. Ah, here we go. There's the fiend. And the burrow is already there as well. So no macro mistakes by the Russians so far.
The players' forces are under attack.
Level 2 on the blade. And more grunts. very standard opening, I guess. Despite Happy going here first and then here. This is very casual. Oh, second claw. And the big one, the big creep spots are not even touched yet, the laboratories. With Boots of Keltalas and the red spots, you know. This looks good for the Blade Master map. This looks really good. Let's compare the attack a bit. Quite far ahead. But of course Happy knows what he's doing. Playing this very slow as well. And this is one of 6 spots where you can get a Vamp Aura. And a Tome of Experience is possible as well. I think there's even more Tome spots. Not too sure though. DK scouts it, and this one grunt is definitely going to fall. And he say, never lose a grunt in the early game? Well, scratch that for FoCuS this time. But the right clicks are working tremendously well. 3 coils though, I think. I don't think he will lose a fiend. Uses that coil actually to kill a second grunt. He needs damage. That was close. Cooldown was off, but Blade Master damage too high. There was a crit, but he cancelled the animation.
A player's forces
These
are under
3,
attack.
Shadowhunter, tier 3. This is the usual orc stuff that we expected from FoCuS. In basically every single game. But this is also level 3 from Happy. Scourge Bone Chimes. Oh, imagine Happy having the FoCuS having the time to finish this. Then he would have 2 claws and the Vamp Aura. Very early tier 3 this time. So usually you creep with your 3-4 grunts and Hex, and it's all very easy. And you harass with your Blade Master, but this is not possible. He needs the damage.
Players' forces are under
Otherwise
attack.
the progress on the Shadowhunter will be way too slow and he will take way too much damage. But yeah, big consumables up for grabs. Big invul potion. Nice. Happy has a few eyes on the map with his skeletons. He knows what's up, he knows where his opponent is. Level 3 for the Blade Master. Lich is out as well. Not waiting for anything anymore. Slaughterhouse, Sacrificial Pit. Immediately sending in an Acolyte for a shade. But both are doing baby steps here. FoCuS getting ready for 50. Happy is supply stuck though for quite a bit. Banking 350 gold very early on. But of course once tier 3 is finished he needs that money for port. FoCuS playing this greedy now, like super greedy creeping. Big spots, mass damage on the heroes. Imagine Coil Nova now. Boom, double kill. Boots of Keltalas. Happy needs curse. Happy absolutely needs curse against this boy. He's like, oh, mana pendant. 580 mana on level 3. This item is just unbelievably sick. The tier 3 is finished. And what is he going for first? No Dispel? Still. Temple of the Damned this is for the 3rd time, and he will go through with it. Second consumable is Wind of Mana Stealing for the 3rd time. He gets a lot of them today. I wonder if he has Backpack? No, he doesn't. So at some point he has to go back to the base and get the orb. Without the orb he can't fight. So TC 3rd is the first option. Warmill a little later. So Kodos are delayed. And 2 Berserkers, which is interesting because at the moment there's only Fiends on the map. There will be Destroyers, of course, and then the Berserkers pay off. And with creeping they help as well. But 2?
A player's forces are under attack.
That's quite a big investment, so I'm curious. It is a little transition before he goes into his own Troll Berserkers. He sees the rest of them. He needs a few crits, and that is not happening, so Lich gets out. And this is time for him to get the orb, and then he will be ready once he has the first Banshees for Curse. So Happy's still in a decent situation. Level 3.6, only level 2 on the Lich though, that's quite bad. But also there's no level 2 heal wave at the moment.
A player's forces are under attack.
A little bit of sustain is never wrong, or toughness for you Diablo players out there. Finally the orb. You see the damage how it explodes. Second Scourge Bone Chimes for him. FoCuS would gladly trade this. TC is there as well. 4-3-1. Level 2 crit, level 2 heal wave, and Stomp or Aura? Stomp first.
A player's forces are under attack.
No Banshee upgrade. Doesn't really need it. Possession is nice and all, but it's also super expensive and Happy can't afford it at the moment. So with those Banshee play, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a Dark Ranger. Not only because of the silence, but also
a player's forces are under attack.
Because of the skeletons that you get and you can eat. There she goes. What did he get here? Oh, Staff of Silence! That is the best item imaginable! Once he gets rid of a destroyer. This is so good. But can he TP out? Oh, I don't think he has a TP. Speed Scroll. He has to disengage this. 48 versus 50. Going for the Banshee immediately, but lots of misses. 240 critical strike. That was big. He's not hunting down the second Banshee, so he lives with a curse now. The creeps are definitely helping Happy here. Silence on the TC, so he can't go for the stun, but the damage in FoCuS's army seems to be really good at this point. And as dominant... Ooh, the TC is dead, though! As dominant as Happy was in the fights prior to this, this seems to be his case. Shadowhunter, though, oh my god, he just nukes 2 heroes, and now the Blade Master is on his own. The question remains for how long. Happy, what a comeback into this fight. The rest of the army is running away, but a lot of stuff is slowed. Blade Master survives, but can he nuke something here? Yep, with the coil. Oh, and this... I mean, the TC loss, you kind of calculate that in. You know that this is happening. But the Shadowhunter... And now he has no mana, he has to get rid of it. Like, super quick. Nice block from that DK. He's helping a little bit, but only ensnares the ghoul, not the DK. What a block. This is so sick. And he gets the Fiend back. And the Kodo is gone. Expansion on the way though, 2/3, but Happy is definitely in a position to fight this. Clarity helps, but it's not even a single hex yet on the Shadowhunter. Has no money as well. This expansion timing was maybe a little early, maybe you should have waited and bank a little more than go for the Pocket Expo. He's going for the Shadow Hunter again. Nova, coil, everything. Right clicks. He transferred a potion, but it's not possible. He's dead for the second time. TC comes back in, but it's just a question for how long, I guess. There's 2 coils. No Nova currently, though. But they're skeletons. He can just eat them. Ah, he doesn't have it. He needs level 4 for it. Otherwise, it would only be Nova level 1. TC doesn't stomp, is silenced before, gets surrounded, or Happy playing out of his mind again. This is brilliant. Brilliant, double kill again. Happy sent a stomp, but it's just prolonging his life for a little bit. Level 2, so his revive will take longer. Very unfortunate XP gain here for Happy, and now, yeah, knock knock, who's there? Here's the guy who tears down your expansion. It will take some time. There's 2 end snares. Where is he going for? I mean, there's a coil, he can save everything. With a Blade Master dead, this is GG, and this is match points for Happy in the Gera Cup 126 Grand Final. I didn't expect that, man. With those items, FoCuS should have taken the lead. But again, we could see how great Curse is, if you can't dispel it. This was the first game where FoCuS was actually playing standard, and it didn't work at all. Like, the fights are so one-sided. Happy does everything better in those fights, and the fight didn't start well for him, but then he saw, oh, I can kill heroes, and boom, TC dead, boom, Shadow Hunter dead. And without Heal Wave, we saw it before. Oh, chat today. Yeah, maybe the last map today. And my throat hurts. This is not good because next week we have 6 days of casting again. Tuesday we have Holds Cup with Remo. Wednesday we have NSL, Moon versus Yumiko, and Fly versus Lucifer. And from Thursday on, we have GCS qualifiers, and yeah, qualifiers. Thursday and Friday, we have the Asian qualifier group stage. On Saturday and Sunday, we have the Asian qualifiers playoffs. Saturday and Sunday starting 1 PM CST. And in the evening hours, we have the Western qualifier playoffs. So Saturday and Sunday is going to be 10 hours of casting each, I think. So yeah, 6 days, this is gonna be like 20, 30, like 40 hours of Warcraft, I think. That's gonna be good. And it's the best Warcraft in the world. Okay, Saturday and Sunday I will just stay home. I'm doing the same. So, group activity, right? Alright, let's go. 4th game in this match in the final. Happy is leading and 1 step closer to the $40 today. Is it working? Yeah, right, it is. Okay. Resources working, score is right, colors are right, everything is okay. AZ is the next map. That means we are left with LR, AI, and TS. I think TS is vetoed. And LR probably as well, so AI might be our final map if it goes into that. But FoCuS prefers to play AZ. Which is understandable, I think. A little more items for the Blade Master, better creeping. It's not that much of a tier 3 map, but AI is kind of the same. And a lot of consumables to control the game. With illusions and wards. So I like that. Looks like a 1 burrow attack again. I mean, what can you really do without it? FoCuS in this series didn't really catch the best timings for expos, right? Tried to go for normal expansions twice. But, didn't work. One time, he built the pocket expansion and that worked well on TR. But, I mean, TR is great orc map. And Happy, I mean, he was struggling in the first games. But he's so strong right now. It's just... The fights, man, they're not even close. This is so sick. FoCuS needs echo advantage or something. Creeping didn't really work out for him. This will help. Circle of Mobility first. Can mass aggression work before the Lich is out? AZ is pretty small. Some free shots. Started stabbing. And DK is out. Very interesting creep here. To still stay in the base. But on the other side, Blade Master. Oh, I wonder. He's not level 2. 1 burrow attack, as I said. Double burrow.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he will go to the troll. This is very predictable creeping on both sides. But what can you do? I mean, you can't really punish it on AZ, right? Is he pulling the trappers? No, just killing them. That's critical strike for you, my friend. As well as the Unholy Aura in a tiny bit. It doesn't kill the apprentice to get level 2, that's kind of interesting. Maybe he's very, very sure that he can snipe stuff? Or he just wants to use the skeletons to full effect. Yeah, this is a pretty big one. This will take some time. It gives FoCuS the chance to creep check this. But maybe it's a bait because he's very low. There is a lot of coils. Oh, Death Knight didn't get it! That was big, denying him the aura. The item went towards the DK, it's a Wind of Illusion, but this is even more experience, almost 1 level ahead. Really well done by FoCuS to get there. If he catches both, that's disastrous for Happy, but this is very unlikely. Okay, he needs to invest a coil for this. Second last one, so he can still save the Fiend. Two more heal selves, 800 HP, so he can... Yeah, it is what I said, it is aggression. More aggression than before. Less creeping. You can get the big items just by pulling up the other creeps and then focus them with the Blade Master, the Renegades. That's cool, and that saves time. And that, I think, fits FoCuS's playstyle very, very well. More grunts coming in. Healing. So he has to step aside for a bit. Shadowhunter, Beastery, and a very fast tier 3, I imagine. There we go. On the other side. Tier 2, not even 3/4 done. Slippers! Oh boy, this Blade Master, man. Even on AZ. Ah, I thought he got a claw. Somehow my mind fucked that up. Maybe I was still remembering TM. But yeah, good inventory. More damage, more sustain. Happy at the moment, not pulling anything, staying close to his base with the Fiends. Doesn't want to lose one of them. The grunts are getting ready to creep this with the Shadowhunter, but the Illusion sees it. Does he want to engage? I mean, it's just level 2 and a bit. He needs to prior on level 3, I guess.
A player's
Which is coming now,
forces are
T3
under
as well,
attack.
but FoCuS is ahead in every single regard. But that's always the case in all versus Undead. FoCuS was a lot more aggressive, and it worked quite well so far. The big issue are not the preparation, or not the mid-game, the big issue is the last fight, the big fights. Where it looks like Happy is close to perfection.
A player's forces are under attack.
With the Magi, again, lucky item. Can he steal that Nightcrawler? He's close. Nope. Go with the coil. But he got level 3 here nevertheless. Is he in Windwalk? No, I was just about to check critical or not. But I think we won't see a fight super early on. So Windwalk should be the answer. But the Shadowhunter is in danger. He gets level 2 heal wave is absolutely necessary and he has to get the fuck out of there. He's trapped. Is this the end of Gera 126? There is no TP. There is no anything. No Zeppelin. He has to fight this and run away. Speed scroll, yeah, but that's about it. Raider falls, gets a fiend in return, maybe no coil actually. Ends his life with a critical strike, but another grunt is dead too. If he focuses it? No, gets for this one. Or goes for this one. And FoCuS is alone with his heroes now. There is no Nova as there is Frost Armor. No body block, but is it Windwalk 2? Yes it is. So FoCuS survives this to my... I'm really surprised about that. That he didn't lose more. This grunt could have definitely died. But yeah, he survives and the TC is coming, third. And it's only 36 supply anymore. And the Temple of the Damned is coming as well. Happy's playstyle seems like it's set in stone now. Dark Ranger plus Banshees. No double damage mitigation, which makes not too much sense on this map anyway. More like a thing for TR and TM. Is it Zapper time? Yes, I do think so. No, that's not much gold. Oh, there's one. With his speed scroll, but he knows! Oh boy, that was a huge investment for FoCuS. But the Death Knight is just there. Oh, that was... He just knows, man. And this is some kind of... When FoCuS doesn't really know what to do anymore, and if he really wants that win, he goes for stuff like that. Speed scroll, zapper, lame stuff. Perfect reaction. Just... no other words for it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shadowhunter leveling goes okay. Second Slippers boosts him up to plus 8 damage at least. With the orb it's gonna be plus 13. I think he's gonna grab him now. Reinforce defenses. But Happy can creep so much. Level 2.5 Lich. DK is of course level 3. Late Mass is trying to grab some reinforcements, but without an orb. Can't really do too much, can you?
A player's
finished.
forces
No
are under
Banshee.
attack.
Oh, there is. There's the Banshee with Curse. And he misses so much now. Tick. There's the first one. But FoCuS engages with a supply disadvantage. Once this statue to be gone, can't do too much. Lightning Orb now, and the second Slippers. This is a well-equipped blade. Dark Ranger third again. Does he want to fight because the Lich is only level 2? He has the level advantage. That's the only advantage he has.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blue potion should be the solution, but he starts the fight without the Blade Master? No, here he comes. Can he dominate the Korean again and finish this cup? Or is FoCuS superior this time? Is there a crack in the shield for Happy? Will he make a mistake for once? Photo's coming. Oops, no.
A player's forces
Now
are
he
under
gets the
attack.
invoke. nice of Happy to pull out the creeps. To immediately stop creeping whenever FoCuS is engaged. It's going for the TC again, he's silenced. And also there's no potion. Mass damage onto that TC, but he's ignoring the rest. But look at the misses everywhere. Here comes Curl Nova. The TC is dead again. We haven't seen a single stomp if I'm not mistaken. The Kodo Beast has eaten a ghoul, but that's about it. And the ghoul is back. It was nice and warm inside, but now he's bloodthirsty again. And it's again a 10 supply disadvantage. And he misses the critical! And that gives Happy the time to coil him up. Sometimes stuff just works out. And sometimes you lose Kodos and auras are gone. And the Blade Master can do whatever he freaking wants. I think Happy lost like 2 units. Two grunts, two ghouls maybe, 1 ghoul and 1 banshee. No curse anymore, but he's revealed. That heal wave, man, that was close. But Happy finally gets the renegade. Spiritual Chimes is of course sellable. Nice pickup! Nice pickup. There is no statue for Happy, so mana regen is a problem. Everything is healthy, but the mana is a problem. No coil, no Nova. Oh, he wanted to go for the invo, like, yes? Oh no, it's not available. 600 volts for Happy. Buying the TC back, or he should be back in a heartbeat. There we go. And Kodo as well. How do you want to stop this monster of an army? It's... I don't know. He's coming back in, but the heroes are missing. So the raiders are kicking in, but there's no hex, there's no heal wave. Always reveals, by the way. Level 2 on the Dark Ranger for skeletons. A nice engagement onto that Banshee, but misses. The misses, man. It's nuts. Gets rid of. Oh, not even the Ranger here. The Ranger, the Raider. And those little skirmishes before the big fight erupts. I think Happy does more damage without losing too much. You see, Raider hurt, Blade Master has to get some potions, it's cursed, and Happy just creeps this. He knows his opponent is like 5 meters away, he doesn't care at all. And he's breaking upkeep now, reinforcements are coming in pretty fast from his base. Here's a nice stomp though, but he didn't hit the DK, so there's Coil and that saves the Fiend and even more damage on the TC. No chance of helping him. Doesn't even want to invest the heal wave there. Miss crit, this is the life of the Blade Master right now. Level 4 on the DK, level 3.5 on the ledge. 3 coils remaining and big invo potions. So hero FoCuS is definitely not an option. Coil, Raider dead, and FoCuS is again falling apart in a big fight like this. Level 3.5 on the ledge, level 2.5 on the Dark Ranger. With level 4 there's going to be infinite mana on the ledge. And more stuff is coming. Happy feeling confident. Happy has the supply lead. Happy has better heroes. And the TC died twice. This is fairly risky now though, with only piercing damage and orb if you go for that, but as you can see, FoCuS is using this time to creep himself. For level 2, Aura, for attack speed and movement speed, so more damage from the Blade Master and the rest of the army generals too. And Happy has the time for the Granite. Foot of Cunning though, decent dish for the Lich, but not what we want. So Nova FoCuS, Raider down, so only 1 Ensnare remaining. Silence on the Torrent, I wonder how long he will survive. Kodo Beast dead, Fiend back, next. Oh, this FoCuS thing is so nice. How he takes out the entire Kodo army in just 2 FoCuSes and the Shadow Hunter will fall. As actually survives with 60, but once he comes back there's the coil waiting for him. Has no invo, has no TP, has no heal potion, he has nothing. And FoCuS, he doesn't want to give this up, of course he doesn't. The Blade Master is nice, the Blade Master is level 4, but I mean, he's cursed. And it looks like FoCuS is cursed today, in general. So, this is how the fight always starts, right? It's always an immediate loss of 2 units for FoCuS. Happy basically trades 2 to 1. Nice stun though. And he walks into his round. He's transfers the invo. This time he can use it even. So how long will the Orc Triple Hero survive? Not much longer, as Happy wins his 29th Gera Cup, I guess. Is it number 29 now? Let me look that up. I'm pretty sure it is. This is... It makes it look so easy. Which it's not. Yeah, it's 29. He breaks the $6,000 prize money barrier from Gera Cups alone. So that was good. That was really good. Shout out to Happy for winning this. FoCuS in the middle of the night, not able to play to his fullest. He tried different stuff. Did work once, didn't work 3 times. So this is the 3-1 that we see quite often actually. Thank you very much for 2 new subs, Bonherba883 and Aiden Rendinho for 5 months already. Smork, hold your formations, the Kodos must be protected. But that didn't work at all, especially not for FoCuS. Yeah, Creo, I saw it in Skype, I will check it out after the stream. I will eat some stuff and watch some politic news stuff on TV, and then I will look through it. Yeah, that's Gera Cup. That is Back to Warcraft for this week. We will be back on Tuesday at 12 CEST with Holtz Cup, the Korean Weekly Cup edition, and rumor is that Happy will play it. Wednesday we're back with NSL with Yumiko versus Moon and Lucifer and Fly, all 4 facing elimination already. And from Thursday to Sunday, it's the big GCS weekend with Western qualifiers, with Asian qualifiers. Basically, the best that the world has to offer, except the players that are already qualified for this. As my throat is giving up on me, I say thank you for the support. I say thank you for tuning in, even though if Grubby is streaming. I will host him, of course, as we always do on Sundays, or most of the time do. And I would rather not continue to talk and drink a lot of tea to get ready for Wednesday when there's my next cast. Remo's gonna be with you on Tuesday, and here the Do Not Goodbye routine. Bye bye. Wir sehen euch bald wieder. Wir schreiben fleißig an einem neuen Album und